Hey everyone, with Mines coming out today, I thought it'd be a good idea to make a guide for the newer players who might not know what they have to do for it. To start off though, after clicking into Mines, you'll enter onto this screen. The History button will showcase your recent clears you've done in the Mines, and the Reward button will tell you how many people have used your friend unit, from which you're able to claim a total of 1 L, M, and S potion if your unit is used 15 times. As for your friend unit though, you'll set it by going into your unit screen and choosing your support unit in the upper right hand part of the screen. Be sure to set equips in there as well. The exchange button will be where you can exchange any pure quartz that drop from the bosses. When you click go to the mines, you'll enter into the boss screen. The practice button will allow you to test any of the bosses you come across without any repercussions. Use it to find if your team is able to beat a new boss or harder floor bosses. The details button will tell you a little bit about the mechanics of the specific boss you're about to play. The change floor button will allow you to switch to a floor you've visited before. It works in intervals of 5, so you'll be able to go to every 5 floors, such as floor 15, 20, 25, 30, and so on. Once doing it though, there's a 30-minute cooldown, so be sure to use it wisely. Under the Lure Wave button, you'll be able to use a Lure Wave. Using a Lure Wave, for the next 10 minutes, every Mines boss will only be that boss that you used the lure for. And at the same time, your evaluation score and depth can't change, so you can't go deeper into the mines. Depending on the boss, you can only use the Lure Wave on a certain floor as well. Some bosses have a habitat from which they can be found in the mines, such as Omega Palamecia at floor 15 or higher, or Omega Garm at floor 30 or higher. You're only able to use the Lure Wave if you're at that floor or above it, such as on floor 20 and you're trying to use it for Omega Palamecia. As for the Create Lure button, you'll be able to create a specific lure by using 3 of a similar type boss lure. What I mean is that for regular bosses, you're able to use any regular lure, whereas the rare Omega boss lures need Omega boss lures to craft them. You're going to want to use lures that you already have the equip for or you don't really care about getting so that you're not wasting the good ones. When the boss is red, it's considered a rare boss, which drop more quartz and rarer equips, and if you try to play it, it'll have 2 options, either to go through with it and challenge it, or abandon the quest. If you abandon the quest, it won't penalize you at all, it'll just reset onto another boss. But after clicking go mining for a regular boss, it'll take you to the support unit screen. Here you'll be able to choose a 4th unit from other players. You need to choose one of them, so be sure to choose a good one. Friends will increase the quartz drop by 10% after the quest as well. Before starting the quest, you're able to switch your units and equips, but you're unable to switch anything about the friend unit. From there, after completing a boss, they can either drop their rare equip, pure quartz, or nothing, and the boss will also drop quartz that is used to fill up your bar that you get rewards from. Depending on how well you did, you'll also be graded. This is dependent on how long it took you, as well as how much damage you took and how many people are still alive. If you reach a grade of 100, you'll advance to the next floor. From there, farming bosses can of course drop equips and such, and you'll get more rewards as you go deeper into the mines. But for those wondering the best and most efficient way to actually farm in mines equips, it's not too hard. Basically, if there's a boss you want to farm their equip, let's say Omega Palamecia's Silent Treasure, you're going to start by reaching the floor they're at. In this case, Palamecia is at floor 15 or higher. After that, you're going to go as deep in the mines as you can, preferably to a floor with a multiple of 5, such as floor 35 or 40. Once you've reached the max you can complete efficiently, you're going to stop. From there, you're going to start a boss. If you see that it's a boss that you don't want to do, simply start the boss with any random friend unit, and once the boss starts, quit the boss. After loading back into the Mines boss screen, you'll be faced with a different boss. Keep in mind, doing this will use your stamina, and the higher you are, the more stamina it uses, so it could become fairly costly on your stamina potions if you go on for too long. Also, it does lower your evaluation the more you do it, so you'll drop from the floor you're originally on to a lower one as you go on. From there, if you go from the starting floor of 40 in this case, all the way back down to the boss's habitat, in Palamecia's case 15, you're going to want to reset the floor back up to the highest floor. From there, just keep rinsing and repeating until you eventually find the boss and play it enough to eventually get their equip. Using lure waves are going to make it much easier of course, but this is just a general way to farm an equip as well as for anyone who ran out of lure waves. That's pretty much everything I can think of about mines. Some people say that higher floors have higher rates, but there really isn't any confirmation as to that. If there's anything you think I missed, be sure to let me know down below so others can see it. But if you did enjoy the guide, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. I'll be making a couple more videos detailing info about the mines, so be on the lookout for it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.